Hi, everyone. My name's Sean Redmond. Originally born in the UK, but I'm a Maltese speaker. And I'm currently working in Saudi Arabia in Riyadh. I've been here for nearly 20 years now. And I studied Arabic and Spanish at Manchester University. So I've had a good 20 odd years of practicing Arabic now.
So my name is Lameese. I am Amazigh Libyan American, but both my parents are Libyan. And it's really kind of cool that we're doing this because my mom and dad both actually had their honeymoon in Malta, and they told me a lot of really cool things about Malta. So I'm really excited, and Libya has a very strong history with Malta, and so I'm excited to hear how Maltese sounds because I purposely tried not to look it up. I was like, don't do it, let me. So I'm excited to meet everybody, and also I speak 6 languages, so I'm kind of also interested to see if I can pick up things.
Hey everyone, I'm Donia, and I'm the Tunisian representative. Currently living in Germany, and I'm really excited for this.
Hello everyone, my name is Yasser. I am from Algeria. I can speak English, French, and Arabic, and a little bit of Turkish. I have never met with someone from Malta, and they've never learned Maltese before. I have actually discovered your channel from the Maltese video with the Tunisian one. Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm very excited for this one.
Hi everyone, my name is Jihane. I'm 28 years old. I'm Moroccan, and I live in Fez here in Morocco.
Perfect. Thank you. So the way we are doing this is we have it divided into 3 parts, and Sean's basically going to read sentences and paragraphs and proverbs, but we get to that stuff later, but we'll do it in parts. So Sean, for the first part, read it in full at first, and then you can break it down for them if need be. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and read it.
Sure. Just before I start it, I mean, I think when I spoke to Bahadur about this video, it was interesting to have someone, let's say, who's Maltese, who's learned Arabic, so I can backtrack the Maltese and see where it's come from Arabic, because as some of you may know, Malta was part of the Aghlabid dynasty that came from Kairouan and Tunis, went to Sicily, and then ruled Malta for 200 years. So Malta then became like a form of Arabic that was spoken 1,000 years ago that got cut off and then went on its own path. And for you guys as North Africans, Maltese has a lot of similarities to perhaps your dialects and has influences from some of the Latin languages. So let me start the first one. I'll just read it first all the way through.
Perfect.
الخميس وصلت مالطا باش نزور لأمي. إلني سنة ونص ما نجي مالطا من هبة الكوفيد. أختي تعيش مانشستر مع الراجل تاعها ووليدها. البارح التقيت مع الكوجينة تاعي ماري. هي تخدم في المينستيرو تاع الجستيزيا سوشيالي. التمب كان صبيح حفنة ومرنا سكافي كوردينا. أوردنايت زوج كابوتشينو وينا أوردنايت شي حاجة باش ناكل. ماري ما حدت شيء عش ديجا كيلت في الشغل وما كليش جوع. حدنا حفنة بيتير.
Wow, I have understood like 50%. Some words like Hamis. You started with Hamis, something with Thursday, right? Okay. So.
I did, yeah. The point, one little pointer is that, for example, the Arabic sounds like ha and kha, they've all become ha in Maltese. The ain and ghain, they're silenced. So let's look at the first sentence then. Let's look at the first sentence. الخميس وصلت مالطا باش نزور لأمي. Yasser, what do you think of that?
Yeah.
On Thursday, I have arrived to Malta to see my mom. Is that correct?
What about nzur?
To visit. To visit.
Yeah, exactly.
Nzur.
Okay.
Ma.
Bish nzur, yeah. See, Maltese has the bish like in North African dialects.
Looks the same, yeah.
Yeah. And then the next part it says, إلني سنة ونص ما نجي مالطا.
It's been a year and a half since you've been in Malta.
Since I've been in Malta.
Yeah. And then we have this word, this other phrase. So I said, إلني سنة ونص ما نجي مالطا من هبة الكوفيد.
Because of
COVID?
Yeah. That's it. Exactly. I'm not sure where this word comes from, minhabba. I'm not sure if it's Arabic or where it's come from, but
it's like habba, the wind. Habba rih. Do you know this word?
Could be,
What
yeah.
is it in English?
Yeah.
How would you say habba rih is like I forgot how to translate that.
I don't know the word in English.
Yeah. And then the next part, it says أختي تعيش في مانشستر مع الراجل تاعها وولادها.
My sister
like
came
Arabic
from
sentence.
Manchester with her husband and her children.
Yeah, exactly. Because we have this taha, like ti, tiak, taak. So I think all the North African dialects use the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Then we have the next bit. It says البارح التقيت مع الكوجينة تاعي Mary.
Yesterday I met with my cousin Mary.
My
Cousina,
cousin.
yeah.
Cousina tay. We say this. It looks the same. Cousina.
Yeah.
My cousin.
And I think it comes from cugina, the Italian
girl.
word.
It's a girl, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Not a boy.
And, yeah. التقيت. التقيت.
I met. التقيت. Yeah.
تقابلت, as let's say here in the Gulf there.
That's funny that the word cousin, because in Libyan, if you said cugina, it sounds like the word kitchen.
Yeah, same here.
I literally was like kitchen Mary.
Cucina.
Yeah, the same too. Kitchen Mary.
In Maltese, they actually say cucina for kitchen.
Cucina?
Il cucina, yeah. But cugina is the cousin.
Okay.
And then the next bit, it says هي تخدم في المينستيرو tal-Ġustizzja Soċjali.
She works for the Ministry
of Justice.
Social justice, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. It's like in Maltese, yahdem comes from like yikhdem, but the kha has become, so that's represented by like an H with a line through the top, yahdem. Okay, very good so far. Okay, then it says the next bit, التمت كن صبيح حفنة.
This is a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Temp.
A temp.
Temp is not an Arabic word. It's a Romance word.
Can you say the sentence again, please?
التمب كن صبيح حفنة. Let's imagine Malta in the summertime.
Oh, the weather.
Mediterranean climate.
Was it hot?
Sorry?
Was it hot in the morning? Something like that?
صبيح. سيتي أرى كم صبيح الدار كم صبيح صبيح.
Sunny.
Oh, صبيح. What do you think صبيح means?
No idea.
Like early.
It means nice. It was lovely.
Nice. Okay.
So
the weather.
Think of French temp, T-E-M-P. What would that word might mean?
Le temps. It's like the weather.
أيوة بالضبط. The weather. So التمب كين from كان صبيح حفنة. Now the word, what do you think hafna means?
Hafna. Like hafna.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I was thinking about. Yeah.
Do you say this? Was it in the sentence?
Hafna, yeah. So temkin sabih hafna. Hafna means a lot, kathir in Maltese.
Yes,
and it comes from, like you said, hefna, which is a handful.
Yes, handful of the.
And then the next bit says, so temkin sabih hafna. O morna cafe Cordina.
We went to the cafe.
To the cafe.
Yeah, the Cordina is actually a famous cafe in Valletta, the capital. And morna, I think it comes from Marrena.
We passed like morna. Yeah.
It means actually we went. In Maltese, it means we went. So from the Arabic meaning, it's gone from passing by to he went. But it's weird in Maltese. If you would say to someone, "I'm going," you'd say "Yena sayer, sayer ad-dar, sayer as-suq." Going.
We say rahna, like it's like the same past, but it's different word, right?
Yeah. And this is the thing with Maltese has sort of taken some words and they've slightly mutated into another meaning. And but morna, yeah, we went.
Yeah, that one's like a more like I heard that more in Fusha.
And then I said, ordnayna zouj cappuccino.
We ordered We ordered two cappuccinos.
Yeah.
Zuz.
Yeah. Zoos, yes, zoos. Because this is an example where Maltese, it takes a Latin word like ordina to order, but it Arabizes the conjugation of the verb. So we ordinayna. Yeah. Ordinayna زوج cappuccino وينا ordinate شهاجة باش ناكل.
And they ordered something to eat. Like this is شي حاجة باش ناكل.
Yeah. وينا. So yeah, ينا ordinate شهاجة باش ناكل. Okay. So the last sentence then, Mary ما حدت شيء اش دجا كيلت في الشغل. So Mary ما حدت شيء اش دجا كيلت في الشغل.
فهمت انتم. ماري ما حبش تاكل حتى حاجة. English. Mary, she didn't want to eat something because she ate at work, something like this.
Yeah, so we
I
got.
I understand Maltese. I know 4 or 5 languages now. Maltese too.
So you're right. It's Mary Mahadet from Khadet Hadet Mahadet. Shane. Shane means nothing in Maltese. Mahadet Shay, like Shay, it becomes Shane. Ash. What do you think Ash means? Ash.
Besh or to.
Ash.
Because.
So this is the quantifying the sentence. Ash. Dija kilet fi shol.
Déjà, it's like French word. Déjà.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Dija.
Yeah.
Because she already.
Yes. She already.
She
ate.
She already ate.
Ate. Yeah. في الشغل في الشغل.
At work. Yeah.
And so دجا كلت في الشغل وما كليش جوع.
She didn't have mechanish joa. She doesn't have hunger.
Yeah, she's not hungry.
Yeah. And the last bit, hadna hafna piacir. Imagine the ha is replaced with a kha.
We took.
Yes.
We took. Okay.
Hafna.
Lots.
And full.
What do you think piacere means? Think of Italian. Piacere.
Cashier. We say cashier.
Piacere.
تعرفوا الكاشير.
Piacere, plaisir.
Is it sausage?
We had fun.
No. Fun, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
We had a lot of fun. So it's like saying we took a lot of pleasure or fun. Hadna hafna piacere. So in Maltese, if someone says to you, "My name's Sean," you say piacere, pleasure.
Okay.
Or hat piacere للتقيت معك.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, exactly. بالضبط. Very good. So this, I guess you guys would have found this a lot simpler because I think there's a lot of similarities to the way North African dialects work. Would I be correct in saying that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was. We understood most, but in the streets maybe we won't understand them because they would be speaking so fast.
I think so. Yeah.
Like, so this first part was just sort of like a casual conversation, kind of something like a day-to-day sort of thing that you would hear. The next part is a bit of history involved here and giving you some facts about the region. So, Sean, you can go ahead, and I think we can do it the same way, where you can read all of it at once and then break it down, and you can sort of like see what every person understood.
Fantastic. Okay, here we go. So this is l'Storia ta Malta. L-Arab influenzaw il-lingwa tal-pajis il-Malti u dan l-element semitiku għadu ħaj sal-lum fl-lsin tal-Maltin. L-Arab xerdu it-twemmin l-Islamiku fost il-Maltin u daħlu wkoll metodi ġodda fl-agrikoltura. L-Arab għexu u tħaltu mal-Maltin għal 200 sena mill-1049 sal-1249. F'dan iż-żmien kien għal Maltin li żżewġu lill-Arab u anke qelbu r-reliġjon.
Wow, you guys, there's a lot
Did
of
you understand? Yeah, it looks like Arabic, especially min
Yeah.
With Italian thrown in.
with some of Italian, yeah.
So
Actually, the numbers are exactly the same as in Arabic. Exactly the same. There is no difference.
Exactly,
Exactly the same, all of them.
Except you would have the so واحد ويهد. So the Maltese
It's like the accent, like the sound, the pronunciation maybe are different.
ويهد 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14.
Same.
Yeah.
Almost the same.
Yeah, the same.
1988 yes. I
Mm.
think in Moroccan say واحد جوج.
What
Yeah.
Jewish
Yeah, we
letter?
say juge instead of tnain. I think for Algerians it's the same.
Yeah, we say
I'm not
Zuz,
sure though.
not
Tunisians
Zuj.
too.
Yeah.
In my area, we say Zuz. واحد زوز
Yeah,
ثلاثة أربعة
in,
خمسة.
in Libya we say zoz.
Zuz.
Those.
And
I think it's more
Tunisian,
Tunisian. I think it's more
Tunisian
Tunisian.
is like
Algerian.
that's true.
Zuz.
What I think is really cool though is like there's so much Italian, and when so Libya was colonized by the Italians, so when I speak in just regular Libyan, I'm saying half the words, like some of the words in Italian. And
So you
So-
speak both Italian and Arabic, Lameese.
I understand Italian. I'm not gonna say I can speak.
So Maltese, it's gonna be a piece of cake. So
I said-
you should add Maltese to your.
It helps, yeah.
Well, my
helps,
formal
yeah.
study in undergrad was actually French, so I like understand. And I also lived in Morocco for a year, so I understand like Jazair and Moroccan dialect, but like my Libyan dialect is really mixed with Italian when I speak, and so
Okay.
it's kind of funny hearing him talk.
Okay.
'Cause I'm like,
Right?
This is an interesting. We'll come back to what you were saying though, Luis.
Yeah.
But okay, so he said that العرب influenza اللينغوا البايس المالتي.
The Arabs
Arabs?
influenced the language of the country of Malta.
Yes, that's it.
Yes, المالتي. Yeah. ودان l'element semitico.
Some
Element?
ودان
Something related to Semitic elements.
دان
I don't
l'element
know.
semitico. What do you think Dan means?
in
in
Dan.
Don.
Dan الراجل. Dan الطفل. Dan.
He-
Dan.
They?
this.
this.
This, yeah, this.
Oh,
And
okay.
ودان, yeah. ودان l'element semitico. عادوا هاي صلوم في اللسان تاع المالتين.
Began in the 16th century.
عادوا هاي.
They stayed alive in the
Yes.
something.
Aduhay, like
The-
Aduhayin.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
عادوا لسه. It's like that. So it's like
They
so this Semitic element, dan
Survive.
element Semitico عادوا هاي صلوم.
Salum.
صار لهم.
So
Salam.
من البيرح
That
صلوم.
happened. It entail.
And
Until اللوم. What do you think اللوم means?
Today.
اللوم. So
Until-
اللوم اللوم
Today. Until today.
اللوم yeah anyway yes.
Until today. اليوم.
Okay.
So-
اليوم.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So it's still alive today. في اللسان تاع المالتين.
on the tongue of
And
Malta.
The
Tongue of-
tongue of Maltese.
Tongue of the Maltese, yeah. Lisin can also mean the language as well. It has that meaning in Maltese as well, Lisin.
Mhm.
So the next sentence, it says, العرب شردوا تومين إسلامكو فوسط المالتين.
Arabs.
العرب شردوا تومين الإسلامكو فوسط المالتين.
Sharqu, like Sharqu, they split something.
Bread.
Sharqu.
Spread, I
Spread,
think,
yeah, that's it.
Spread.
Yeah.
Spread.
Spread
something, yeah.
Islam inside or among Maltese people.
Yes,
Spread, like
تومين
spread,
is like
mm.
تومين means the belief from يؤمن تومين.
Iman.
So
Yeah.
sherdu is like spread. I think it comes from yusharrid or sharrida, but in Maltese it has the meaning of spread. Fost el Maltine among the
middle of-
Maltese people.
Among, yeah.
And it says Udahlu ukol metodi jodda fl'agricoltura. This is almost an Italian sentence.
Hey, something agricultural.
Yeah,
Udahlu.
They
that's
entered.
all I got.
Dahlu.
They entered.
Change the ha to a kha.
They
Oh,
entered.
it entered. Yeah. Wait,
They
I see-
entered.
It entered.
They entered.
وعليها شدة. ودخلوا.
What they
دخلوا.
they
Introduce.
bring. Yeah,
Introduce, bring, or and yeah, okay.
they brought.
دخلوا أكل. دخلوا أكل metodi jodda fl'agricoltura.
New agricultural methods.
agriculture.
So
Get
okol
that.
means as well. Kaman has that meaning.
Mm.
Okol.
And Jadda comes from Jadid, like new.
New.
Jodda, yeah. It's the
Yes,
plural of
that's
Jadid.
right.
Jadid and Jodda is the plural.
Okay.
I mean, I can imitate Moroccan Arabic. So we're like, أنا بغيت نديش حاجة غدا.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, do you know what it means?
بغيت نقطع البصل الطراف.
That's great.
The thing is,
Perfect.
I think it's when you slow it. You know, when you slow it down.
Yeah, yeah. It
Moroccan
definitely
Arabic.
becomes easier.
And I speak. I mean, I speak French as well, so I can see. And يعني واحد سمينا 1 week.
Yeah, you can get the loan words because you speak French.
Yeah.
Yeah, though I think semana comes more from the Spanish word actually, which is exactly the same.
Yes, okay. From semana, yeah.
Because semana, because in French it would be semaine. Well, I think semana in Spanish is closer to what we use.
Yeah.
But even Tunisians have a hard time understanding Moroccans, by the way.
Really?
Yeah,
For Libyans?
I know.
Yeah.
I think you
I
understand.
know.
I can
only
understand them. We understand Moroccans. Algeria.
Libyans and Libyan and Tunisian are really close. Algerian as well, from like the borders close to Tunisia, but Moroccan, like a little bit.
Understand.
But I think Algerians understand Moroccan easier. I think. Yes, right.
Yes, we can. I can understand everything. It's like one of my country. Yeah, speak.
Yeah, sure. It's the same for me with Algerian.
I mean, I find the easiest one out of all the North African Arabics is Libyan. It's very similar to
Libyan
Gulf
is the
Arabic.
easiest.
Yeah, I like Tunisians. It's not impossible. I mean, it's close. I find it easier though than Moroccan. Yeah, and it's kind of a softer accent. واحد اثنين ثلاثة هذيا this.
It's very melodic.
It's nice. Yeah.
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 I think I'm not sure, but I think that the Amazigh grammar is more present in the Moroccan Darija because of the lack of vowels and these things. This is what makes it harder for other Arabic speakers maybe to get the meaning of the sentences we use.
That's the thing, because it does sound like a lot of clustered sounds, Moroccan. That's why it's so hard. But then if you break down the words, they're actually Arabic, and some of them very classical Arabic words. Anyway, shall we continue? Okay, guys, so the third sentence, here it is. It says, العرب عاشوا وتحالطوا مع المالتين على 200 سنة من 1049 صار 1249.
Yeah, so
Arabs
the Arabs lived, and mixed
got
with
mixed.
Maltese,
For 200 years.
For 200 years, from 1000 and I forgot what's the number you said.
1049.
49.
1049, yeah, exactly.
صار 1249.
To
1249. Was it 1249? Is this what you said?
أيوة,
yes. Okay, so 1249.
Okay. امبارك الله ما شاء الله مالتيز امبارك الله تفهموا كلش بالمالتي ده.
We understand.
you say
We are Maltese now.
Allah is mashallah.
امبارك الله. Let's say Allah يبارك.
Okay.
Like Allah يبارك كم حلوة الطفلة كم مثال الله يبارك. They still pinch your cheeks and they're always a cute little kid. Allah يبارك. Okay, the next bit, please. So the last sentence, it says, so this is the final sentence of that paragraph. So, فدان الزمين كانوا مالتين للزوج للعرب وأنكا قلب الرeligion.
Maltese married the Arabs and embraced their culture, or embraced their religion. Sorry.
The religion, yeah. So we had فدان الزمين. What does that mean?
From
in that time.
back in the day.
In that time, yeah. So the demonstratives are like this, دين ودان. Deen is feminine, هذه, and dan هذا. فدان الزمين, like زمين in Maltese means time. Also, for example, if you ask someone how old are you, let's say كم عندك زمن.
كم عندك زمن.
عندي 40 سنة or عندي 50 سنة, for example. وفداك الزمن in that time. So it means age. They also say in Maltese, the official word for Maltese is Omar. Lomar. So on your passport, Lomar, the age. Or if someone passes away, someone dies, let's say Lomar.
Lomar.
العمر كله. يعني it's like as you're giving condolences to someone. Lomar.
Yeah.
So فدان الزمن كناون مالتين للزوج وللعرب. كناون مالتين.
Word.
What do you think that means?
You know.
Kin, aun. Kin is from kana. Aun.
Oh.
كان هناك.
Oh.
There was.
أيوة كان هناك.
There was.
Yeah.
There was marriage to
Okay.
Arabs.
كنم مالتين للزوج للعرب. للزوج
There are some
للعرب.
Maltese who married to
Married
Mal-
Arab.
There are
Arabs,
some
yeah.
Maltese who married with Arabs.
وأنكه. What's anke mean from Italian?
Anka.
Anka.
Also.
Also.
Yeah.
أيوة.
Oh,
وأنكه قلبو religion.
They changed their
قبلوا.
religion.
Yeah.
قبلوا.
قلبو.
No?
يقلب.
قلبو. قلبوها.
like
قلبوا
Switch,
الفيستا.
change. They
احنا نقولوا
converted.
قلبوا الفيستا.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you could also say convertiao للإسلام. convertiao.
They
They
converted.
Converted. Yeah.
So you could say قلب الريليجيون الراجل قلب الريليجيون تياو أو الراجل converta لريليجيون آخر.
Another.
Yeah.
آخر.
وكيف كان طيب؟ كلش سوا؟
كل شيء سوا. تمام.
Yeah.
كلش سوا؟ Okay. Very good.
That's great. I like it. I
Yeah,
thought it would be difficult, but it wasn't,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think part of it is because you guys, there's a closeness to Maltese to the North African dialects. I think
Maybe
the
that's
similar
why.
sentences, if you said them perhaps to someone from Lebanon or the Gulf, it may not click so easily.
Yeah, sure, of course.
I have to think about it, especially because you told us. I think the biggest clue was you told us that ha was kha, and then
Yes.
that made it easier.
We need
Yeah.
kind of clues. Like to.
But I
Yeah.
also think our French helps us understand the Italian bit.
True,
Most definitely.
true, exactly. I agree.
So this is the first proverb. Izmin ulakbar alim.
Izman.
Man.
Izmin ulakbar alim.
والأكبر
والأكبر؟
علام.
الأكبر
Ulakbar alim.
علام.
I understood. Zman al-Akbar, the time is the best something.
Teacher,
Alim.
like
Teacher.
Yes,
Yeah.
alam,
teacher.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Akbar, not the best, the greatest.
Sorry,
Akbar.
the greatest teacher. Yes, I beg your pardon. Yeah. Likbar alim. Yeah.
Akbar.
Oh,
Like Allahu
In
Akbar.
Maltese, the best is lahyar from akhyar. Khair, lahyar, ahyar.
Yeah.
So it's like saying time will tell. Okay. The next one, تشتري شهود في البحر.
Don't buy fish from sea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
تشتري شحوت من البحر.
ما تشتريش الحوت من البحر.
What do you think the meaning of that is? Don't buy fish in the sea.
Buy fish in the sea.
don't.
It means like you need to be careful when buying things like this, or you need to show me the products first, like this. We say this. We
Yeah,
say
it's-
the exact. I don't buy fish from the sea. Like you need to show me the products first. For example,
It's like don't commit to something till it's 100%. So buy the fish when it's out of the sea and you can see it in front of you. But in the sea, it could escape from you. I guess it's that meaning. Yeah. So yeah, but we use the word hoot from hoot to fish as well.
حوت.
Hoot.
Yeah.
Then we got the next one. من يستنى يتهنى.
Oh,
The one who waits
one who waits is
is
يتهنى.
it's Hannah.
Hannah,
happy?
Calm.
more
Will be happy.
comfortable, relaxed, zen. I don't know, something like that.
Exactly.
الهنا.
Yeah.
What is it in
In
English?
Maltese, it means like will be rewarded. That's the meaning of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess it's like good things come to those who wait. It has that
Yeah.
implied
Wait.
meaning. Okay, lahar proverb. Let me say it to you. فين تحب القلب يمشوا الرجلين. فين تحب القلب يمشوا الرجلين.
Where you put your heart is
There is hard something.
فين تحب القلب.
Where
Where you put the heart?
yes.
Top.
Where
love,
where you love.
where the heart of love, where your love is the heart of someone. I don't know.
No, so القلب يحب فين تحب القلب
Where the hearts love. Where the hearts
أيوة where
love.
the heart loves يمشي الرجلين
Where is
يمشي الرجلين.
The legs will
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah. So it's like saying the legs will walk wherever the heart loves. So where the heart loves, the two legs will follow.
Follow your intuition or something.
So I think it's I think it has the meaning of you're willing to sacrifice someone. So if you love something so much, then your legs will naturally follow to wherever that
Now
place
I understand, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Do you have
that would
something
not-
similar in your? But do you see? I mean, that sentence was really. I mean, it was just 100% Arabic, if not slightly mutated, perhaps. But
The structure, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I said before, you know, the four of you are also just listening to this. You're not seeing it written. Like if you see the written form, then it becomes a lot easier even. So I think you did an amazing job.
You guys picked up so much of it because I think this is one thing that's I think perhaps a lot of people aren't aware of how close Maltese is to Arabic, and I think some Maltese people as well are often not aware of how much their language is deeply rooted in Arabic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's at heart it's Semitic, but it's the only Semitic language in the European Union, and it's about, I would say, about 65% Arabic. The loan words that have come in, they don't affect the grammar and the structure of the language. So for me, I'm quite excited about, I feel like, exposing the language to Arabic speakers.
That's good.
Because it's a unique language, and it helped me tremendously when I was learning Arabic, because even though it's not 100% the same, the structures are similar, a lot of the vocabulary is similar, and the grammatical concepts are the same. So yeah, had I not been able to speak Maltese, I wouldn't have been able to learn Arabic. It's like someone perhaps who's Portuguese learning Italian. They're not the same, but they're from the same root.
Yeah, and actually, I think for a person who speaks both Arabic and a Latin language, then Maltese becomes very, 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 very easy. That's the way we were able to get it, actually.
Yeah.
حنتكلم نقرا بالمالتي. حق كثير حفنا التقيت معكم ويك الله يريد نراكم در بحرة.
إن شاء الله.
Inshallah.
يك الله يريد إن شاء الله.
This has been really encouraging to visit Malta, if anything.
Yeah.
Sure.
With COVID, hopefully it'll be easier. But you know, it's been I haven't been for a year and a half now because of, you know, obviously with restrictions. But you know, it's I'm looking forward to go. But it is a lovely place to visit, and I think that they're a very warm people. It's a small island, you know, it's nice food, nice places to visit, and I think the language is always an interesting factor, especially for a lot of Arabs that have been there. They'll always say that I noticed the languages, you know, it sounds like Arabic. Is it? What do they speak?
Good.
I have it definitely on my list of places to go, mostly because my parents definitely sold it to me, because they were like, my parents were always like, since I was like young, they'd be like, Malta has the best pizza. And I'm like, okay, now we have to go. But I have good memories of like knowing where Malta is, just because before like everything happened in Libya, we would fly when I was a child from Italy down to Libya, and anytime when we're flying down, you look out the window like as a child and you'd be like, there's Malta, we see you.
There's
guys.
Malta.
Nice.
Only 30 minutes to go before landing in Tripoli.
Yeah, and anytime a lot of people in Libya know Malta because a lot of Libyans go there for honeymoons, business, like it's always like a place that people in Libya have always gone. So I definitely have it as a list of places to go.
Yeah, good. Yeah, very welcome. أهلا وسهلا. مرحبا. Let's say in Maltese.
مرحبا.
مرحبا.
مرحبا بك عندنا.
إن شاء الله.
If you want to go to some North African country, you are welcome. مرحبا.
Yeah, nice.
Algeria or Morocco.
ينا نشتاق نزور ليبيا، تونس والموروكو والألجيريا. شي ضربة شي جورناتا ياك الله يريد.
Yes.
ونتعلم نقرا الكلام نتعلم الكلام تاعكم.
تتعلم احنا
Oh,
ثاني
that's
نتعلم
so
الكلام
sweet.
تاعك.
نتعلم كلام تاعكم. Yeah.
Thank you again,
Awesome.
Bahadur.
Yeah, thank
My
you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you, Bahadur. Yeah.
Thank you all for being a part of it, and thanks again, Sean, for sharing all that information and your knowledge with us. This was really, really wonderful, and
Yeah,
I hope that
my
the
pleasure.
people who are watching enjoy it just as much. So thank you again.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thanks for
You're
It was nice
welcome.
meeting you all. Thank you very much, Sean and
Thank
everybody.
خلوكم
you. Nice to
خلوكم
meet
على
you.
التواصل ها. خلنا
تمام في
نتواصل
الواتساب
معكم
في الواتساب.
كده.
Sure, sure.
Of course.
Stay in
Of course.
touch.
Okay.
Very
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.